Get excited, y'all. Welcome to Nena's Cooking. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's get excited, y'all. I am here today to share. I am in the presence of my brother, my big brother's backyard. And guess what, guys? He has his own produce. Oh my goodness. How excited is that? You have kale, fresh kale. I have callaloo. Now, those people who don't know what callaloo is, you might think it is spinach, but it's callaloo, and it's also a veggie that we can cook, and you can eat it without meat, guys. Oh my goodness, get excited. You can use saltfish, or you can just saute with your onion, bell pepper, tomato, and cook it down just like a veggie, and you eat it with your rice. And I'm going to be sharing that video later down in the future how to make callaloo. Okay, so once again, guys, let's get excited. This is the fresh produce. We have fresh tomato, bell pepper, we have kale, we have, oh my goodness, there's so much. We even have corn, guys. Oh my goodness, have you ever tasted a grown corn, homegrown corn from your presence of your yard? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Yes, indeed. We have all the fresh season. So when you see me cook, I cook with nothing but homegrown food, fresh produce, freshly grown produce from the dirt, guys. No kind of pesticide, nothing spray on it, just fresh. Okay? So I want you to go to the XOD network, get excited, and I want you to look for Black House Channel Media Group. And guess what? I want you all to download that app, subscribe, and you will see yours truly. Oh my goodness, cooking from my heart, cooking from my home to your home. I can cook virtually with you, or guess what? You could just send me a message and let me know what you want to cook, and I can teach you. Get excited, guys. Have a blessed day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's get excited. How you doing today on this Thursday morning? I am coming to you from the presence of my home to share with you vegetable stir-fry veggie. For those kings and queens that don't eat meat, you are a vegan, I'm going to show you how I make my Caribbean style callaloo. Okay, now this is something we grow in Jamaica, and it's called callaloo. And if you notice, it's chopped up fine. And if you watch the video I did in my brother's backyard, this comes from the presence of his backyard. Okay, we don't have anything sprayed on it. This is fresh. Get excited, guys. So first thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to rinse it off with some water. Okay, I'm rinsing it off real good. Okay, and then if you notice, I chop it up. Okay, so I chop it up fine, just like how you would chop up your collard greens or your spinach. Okay, guys, now you know it looks like spinach, but it's not spinach. Okay, so I chop that up, and I have, now you probably wondering what we're gonna use to saute. Okay, now for those people that don't eat meat, I'm not gonna use any butter. Okay, so I'm gonna use coconut oil, which is, you know, it's white. So I'm going to take about a 2 tablespoonful, okay, and I'm going to put it in my skillet, and my skillet is hot, so I'm just going to turn this up a little bit, And because I'm not using any butter and it's all cold, so I want to make sure that I have enough. Okay, so we're gonna use about 2 teaspoons of that, and you're just gonna stir it around, because remember, you have to add your bell peppers and all your hors d'oeuvres. Okay, now if you want to put more, that's up to you. I always like to tell people, put just enough of what you want to use. Okay, so if you feel like you need more in your skillet, you can add more to the pot. Okay, to your frying pan or whatever you're cooking it in. And so this is gonna get very hot. Okay, but you don't want to burn it. And coconut oil is just like using regular cooking oil, so you want to make sure that you're stirring it fast enough. So next up, we have our green bell peppers. Okay, we have our tomato. Okay, now you don't have to use all of that. We have our red bell pepper. And of course, I have my fresh garlic, guys. Yes, indeed. I love my fresh garlic. Get excited, guys. Fresh garlic is good for the soul. It's good for high blood pressure. And for those of you who don't like the fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder. Okay? You can use a little bit of garlic powder. And, you just sprinkle that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of chop up this just a little bit more for you. Okay, and when you saute it, you're not going to even notice that it's there. Okay, so you want to kind of chop that up fine. And if you have one of those little machine that chops all your stuff up, that's even more handy. Okay, so I'm going to put my garlic in. Okay, and so I'm letting that saute. And I'm going to take my bell pepper. And like I said, you don't have to use all of it. Okay, so I'm gonna chop that up just a little bit more so it can be more refined, more finer. And I said this is fresh bell pepper from the backyard. Putting that in my my frying pan, and here we have our tomato, guys. I'm putting that in my tomato. Put my tomato in. And I'm chopping that up also, just a little bit finer. So basically, you're gonna put everything together, all at the same time. Okay, that's my tomato. Now I'm gonna use my bell pepper. Okay, my red bell pepper, that is. And I'm also gonna chop that up a little bit. And I'm letting that saute. Now we have our onion. Okay, we have our onion, and you don't have to put a lot because I'm gonna chop this up for you also. Now remember, all this is fresh stuff, guys. Fresh. Okay, and you can, if you're wondering what you're gonna eat that with, piece of saltfish. Okay, which is called it's a dry saltfish, and I'm going to show it to you. And you always want to wash your salt out. So I'm going to show you what I use. It's awesome, and you probably saw me use it before. So it's dry pollock fish. Okay, dry fish, and if you notice, it's a lot of salt in that. So I'm gonna basically use 2 pieces, okay? And I'm gonna wash that. I'm gonna put it in some water, and I'm gonna wash that out. In the meantime, like I said, you always have to use your stir. Make sure you're stirring your bell pepper and tomato, that it doesn't burn. So because this is so salty, I'm just gonna sit this in some water right now. You can boil it, or you can just use your regular pipe and just wash it off, okay? And all you're doing is you're washing off the salt. That's it. And because it's salty, you don't have to add any kind of seasoning salt. You can add a little bit of cayenne pepper, or you can add a little bit of black pepper. So My kids, they like spicy stuff, so I'm gonna do both. Okay, and I'm letting this cook slow. So I'm gonna show you now. My saltfish been in it's in the water, and so it's pretty much cooked already. So it's very easy for me to cut it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm gonna chop it up. Cause once I put it in the pot, it's gonna cook. Okay, you can take your hand and you can tear it apart. You just want to tear it in pieces, okay? And you're gonna put it in your skillet with your fresh hors d'oeuvres, your fresh onion, your fresh bell pepper, and you're gonna let that cook. Oh my goodness, guys, this is gonna be awesome. I tell you, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, and it doesn't take long. This is not a long process. This is very, very short. If you just follow how I'm showing you. And now there goes my saltfish. Okay, and you want to mix that up. So you're letting this cook, and remember I said it's cured, so it is salty already, and I wash it off. So you don't want to really add any more seasoning salt. If you add anything, you have to make sure it's salt free. Okay, so for those people who can't eat a lot of salt, you want to make sure it's salt free. Okay, so now here we go. We're gonna add the fresh green. Okay, so to that we're gonna add the fresh green, and because we're not gonna add any water because we washed it already, so there is water draining from it, so you kind of don't want to leave that out. Okay, so guys, here we are. We're gonna mix this up now. Okay, and like I said, you don't want to add any water because it's gonna make its own water. This is awesome. Okay, it's a vegetable. Now you can add a little bit of your garlic. You're gonna add your garlic sprinkle, and that's about less than a half a teaspoon. You can add a little bit of your cayenne pepper, not much, and of course you want to add a little bit of black pepper. Okay, and then you're just gonna mix this up. Okay, and so you're letting this steam now. Okay, and this is an awesome veggie dish. This is awesome, guys. This is called callaloo and saltfish. Okay, and as you see, it looks just like your spinach. You can eat this with fried dumpling, which is, some people call it biscuit, but in Jamaica for us it's called fried dumpling. So now I'm gonna put my little top on, and that steam is gonna cook it, and I'm gonna come back and show it to you. Get excited, guys. Yes, yes, yes. So I want you to follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, but most of all, guys, get excited. We have a new station, a new television station. It's called the Experience Network. You want to go to your smartphone or your smart television, and you want to type in your search engine XOD Network. Yes, indeed, guys, the XOD Network coming to your living room. Once you type in the XOD Network, you want to type in Black House Channel Media Group. Get excited, guys. Yes, indeed. Black House Channel Media Group. Once you scroll across, you're going to see who? Yours truly, Cooking with Nena. I am here to share with you, coming to your home virtually, and I will help you cook. You can inbox me, or you can just check out my show, guys. Yes, indeed. Get excited. Excited. Oh, my goodness. And if you saw just a few minutes ago, I showed you how to make our Jamaican callaloo and saltfish. Oh, my goodness. That's our green veggie, y'all. So for those kings and queens who are vegan, okay, and you just like veggie, fresh veggie grown from the back of your backyard, It looks like spinach, but it's not spinach. It's called Callaloo. They also have it in the can, but this is the real McCoy. This is the homegrown one. So if you remember, I showed you how to make it. This is my finished product, guys. Oh my goodness, get excited. So basically, you can eat this with bread, okay? Or you can eat it, like I said, with fried dumpling, or guys, you call it biscuit. So you take a little bit, and if you notice, it has no juice to it because I cook it in coconut oil. So I saute it. Oh my God, you take a piece of your bread, okay, and you put it on your bread like this, okay, and you're going to enjoy it, and you just eat it. Oh my goodness, it is so good. And it's a fresh veggie. Now, like I said, the fish is salty, so you might want to boil it in hot water, you know, for a good amount of time. Then you throw the water off, and then you know, mince it up with your finger, just like I showed you in the video, and you boil it. And so if you notice, you chop it up fine, and it has all the fresh ingredients in it. There's no oil from it or anything like that. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. And you don't want to cook it too long. So I'll say cook it for about maybe 20 minutes, the most, the max, 15 minutes. Once you put the cover on the pot, it's going to steam. So it's going to make its own water. So you don't want to add no water to that. Okay, it makes it, and you have to keep stirring it because you don't want it to burn. So yes, indeed, guys, this is awesome. Once again, I want you to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but most of all, guys, the new TV station coming to your home, the Experience Network. When you go to your smart TV or your smartphone, you want to type in the XOD Network, guys, XOD Network, and look for Black House Media. Get excited, guys, and once you click on the Black House Media channel, scroll across, you will see Cooking with Nena. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I have some amazing meal to share with you. We can cook virtually. So just inbox me, you know, reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to cook virtual with you. Be blessed.